Hey everyone, and welcome to my very first HTML and CSS tutorial. Now, in this upcoming series of videos, I hope to explain all the basic information that goes behind creating a web page and how you can go through step by step and create your own and eventually publish your own website if you ever wanted to. But for this little introduction video, I'm just going to cover over a few key points I have here on which you'll absolutely need to know before learning anything. So, actually, before we jump into this, these videos are about HTML and CSS, but you won't hear me mentioning much about cascading style sheets until a few videos down the road, because you need to know the basics behind HTML first before you can start adding CSS. But with that said, let's jump right into these key points here. Alright, so first of all, HTML is the language that is used to create web pages. Basically, any web page you could go to, whether it be eBay, Craigslist, weather.com, anything like that, they use a computer language called HTML. Now, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and yeah, basically web pages they're made up of plain text and tags. And plain text is everything you see on this screen here. It's just regular old writing, and tags are these things right here. This is an example of HTML tags. The tags usually come in pairs. There's opening and closing. This would be the opening, this is the closing tag. And they must be nested within each other, and I will get to that in an example in a minute, but before that, I'll just cover this point now. That's the opening, that's the closing, and there's actually some tags that do not need a closing one. I think they're called self-closing tags, or referred to as empty HTML elements, but we'll cover those also. And yeah, HTML documents, which could also be referred to as web pages, are read and displayed through web browsers. Now, what this means is that basically any website, like the ones I just named, eBay, Weather, whatever you want to go to, they all sort of look the same in the HTML document form. But the reason you see them in the user-friendly fashion that we do is because of web browsers, and you know these as Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer. All of these are called web browsers. Now what they do is they take HTML documents and they turn them into the pretty sites that we're used to seeing. And I can actually show you right now an example of an HTML document. Let me load this up. Now here I have it on eBay just for an example, but this is the site we all know, and we all know how it looks like, and we all know how user friendly it could be. But behind this, if you want to see what an HTML document looks like on any web page, all you have to do is right click. You get a list and you go down to View Page Source, and this is what your basic web page is made up of. So it looks very confusing and a lot to take in, but this is actually what this is actually what this looks like. And every web page is typed up like this, and then your web browser's job is to take this file and present it to you as something like this, so you can read and understand it. So yeah, that's my little introduction here. And in the next video, I will actually go over a better software to use to write your HTML code in, or files, and yeah, we'll go over the very basics of it in the next one. So stay tuned, and I'll see you then.